wasn't ready.
It's been a bit since I've yelled it.
Well, I literally, my stomach dropped a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I'm prepared. She'll like wait and she'll look at me.
No,
and she'll get and then today she's just, I'm fucking ready.
Scare her.
I'm so sorry, smut, sluts, book babes, and everything in between.
Everything in between.
My head hurts now. My back.
My Netflix and my snack. I'm gonna pick that into a shirt too. I'm sure it's already out there, but I'm doing it.
I don't care.
I can feel my face when I'm...
But I love you.
We're just gonna sing this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Nothing. Once again, nothing's happening. No.
Nothing's happening.
We've got a plan today.
We actually wrote stuff down.
We took time.
We are ready.
We didn't just fuck around.
We did a book haul. It's a baby book haul.
It's a little
But
baby
we did a book haul.
because we stuck to our plan.
We did. We went to Wally World, and we got some stuff. I got a few new shelves. Will they end up being bookshelves? Maybe. We'll end up
Probably.
moving the ones upstairs, downstairs, because they're smaller? Maybe.
The world made
We'll see. But I'm very excited.
We shall see. Cheers, babe.
Cheers!
What do we have today?
Today, we have...
I love how we do that with wine glasses. It's not good for them.
We, like, shatter the wine glass on the table.
Mm-hmm.
We have mimosas.
Mimosas.
We have sparkling wine and cranberry pineapple juice.
And that's
They're
it.
delicious. They're so yummy.
So yummy.
But yeah, so they're like pinkish. Earlier I was like, I feel like we've had a lot of pink and red drinks.
Yeah, right?
I like a lot.
But they're cute.
I like them.
You got the best wine glasses.
I know. And it's like, because the wine glasses are kind of shimmery.
Yeah.
They've got like rainbow shimmer.
Little, what's that? Holographic.
Yeah. So it really just brings out the pinks.
Yeah. And we had an original plan where we were like, let's do breakfast with crowns and cocktails.
I don't know what we thought we were.
Yeah, I know.
We both worked. Charlotte didn't get out until like 1 a.m. I was passed out on the couch. We were like, we'll wake up at 8
in the morning.
and make breakfast and do champagne cocktails. No, I think we got up at like 9:30 and I had to leave by 10:30 for work.
It was not happening.
So we were like, I was like, you want to just wait until later on in the week?
She's
She's
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
that works. Let's do your schedule tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
And now we're here.
And it was great because I actually only went to work for like 2 hours.
Yeah, you could have had her. I could have just chilled.
And I got cut.
I probably could have finished my book at that point.
I know, you could.
And now we're here.
But
It's
we were
fine.
productive. We were productive.
We were productive. We've been
ish.
sticking to our plans. We're
We've
like,
been
we're gonna
trying.
stop being lazy pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And do the things that we want to start doing.
Exactly.
So
I've been designing,
so
and
far, so
Charlotte's
good.
been doing things with photography.
Yeah.
So
Working on a new logo.
Yeah.
Trying to just get all our ducks in a row and just stay productive.
I think I finally came up with a name. Let's tell our names.
You go first.
Okay. My name, for those who don't know, I'm working on starting a kind of like a little online boutique with like shirts and sweatshirts and sweatpants and stickers and all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what else is going to be in it yet. So originally I was going to name it The Bookish Llama because my daughter Riley and I have an inside joke with llamas. So obviously it had to be in the title. But then I was like, you know what, it kind of limits me to where I can only have book merch. Like, I can't really venture out, and already a lot of my designs aren't book related. Like, I guess they kind of could be tied into it, but so then yesterday I was like playing around with names, and I was like, ooh, so I think I'm gonna call it the Dirty Llama.
Dirty Mama Llama.
The Dirty Mama Llama. No, it's just gonna be the Dirty Llama. But it'll probably be the Dirty Llama Co. But we'll see, or the Dirty Llama Shop.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about it.
I was like, just make sure people don't think that you sell, like, fucking, you're a sex store or whatever.
And then I said, well, hey, maybe I will start.
You're just like, well,
The next venture.
actually,
I was like, how do you go about accruing sex toys?
Yeah,
So-
right? You put dirty in anything and it could just lead to many, many weird things.
I'm excited. Alright, and what about you?
So, I'm working on a rebrand, but not technically. So I have my LLC, Bold Angel Productions, but things happen, you want to just, something just doesn't click with it right now, and I just want to completely rebrand. So I've talked about, for a while now, just working on strictly doing body paint portraits, or just only advertising for body paint portraits. I'll do other jobs. I'm not going to be like, nope, if you don't want to be in paint.
You're like, no paint? Fuck off.
Get out of my face. But, so I worked on my new logo yesterday. I had this idea in my head, and I was like, I'm just going to stick with it. Pulled up Canva, made it in 5 minutes. I was like, I'm done.
The things you can make on Canva are wild.
Love it.
It's so much fun. I love Canva.
Yeah.
I'm on it every single day, pretty much.
Same.
Just playing around, trying to find new things. Oh, let me tweak this. Oh, let me tweak that.
Yep. So next step is like, alright, I'm going to find like a better body paint supplier, get like better products, work on just talking to people like, hey, I have this idea, like, I just want to stay motivated.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that that has resonated with me lately, so I watched, do you ever watch Hot Ones on YouTube?
No.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh my god, it's
Hot Ones?
fucking great. So it's this dude who just interviews celebrities, and they just eat hot sauce throughout the interview.
Sounds like a fun time.
And it just gets more hotter as they go. Some people are champions and power through it. Other people
give up after like
halfway through. They're like,
I can't do it anymore.
But they stick with it. But Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters was on not too long ago.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said was, I feel like if you just, you want to, this is related to music, but if you want to be successful and get your name out there, keep performing. And I was like, you know what? That can go with anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, so I just need to keep shooting, I need to keep creating.
Just keep doing it.
Keep posting, and that it'll just, we start get back into a new routine where it won't feel like it's such a chore to do it.
That's kind of how it was. Like, I took last week off because for the last, like, month and a half, 2 months, I've been, like, every single day on my iPad, like, trying to design stuff, Googling things I need to know to starting my own business, how to get an LLC, all the paperwork I need, everything. Working more so I have more money to buy more things.
Yeah.
And last week I was, like, just so overwhelmed. I was like, you know what? I'm taking a step back.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spend time with my daughter and read or nap or whatever. I lay out in the sun, go on a walk with Bailey, whatever.
Yeah.
And I needed it. And now this week I came back and I started yesterday. I went to work, came home, started designing the whole day. I was like, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm back in
it feels good. I'm
Yeah.
trying to, it's better especially when you have so many things going on, I'm like, okay, I don't have a deadline for anything.
Yeah.
So what can I do that I know I'm excited to do right now.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I fly through your fucking photos. Guys, go check out Jen's photos. She looks so good.
I'm gonna post more later.
Yeah, especially if you just feel good about a project in the moment and you just keep working on it, you feel a lot better about working on other things too.
Exactly. I mean, it definitely motivated me. Like, you can't tell now, but my kitchen was clean yesterday. I, like, went through and cleaned the whole thing. My living room was clean. Now all my Cricut and t-shirts and vinyls are all thrown on the couch and everything's a shit show. I also had a little gangly finger yesterday.
Her poor little fingernails.
So I got my nails so much shorter, like 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago now. And I got, like, acrylic dips put on. And they were okay.
Poor little babies.
But then my pinky one, it kept getting too long and I kept hitting on everything.
No.
And then it, like, ripped. And now I have, like, a little nub. And you can tell where it definitely was bleeding.
Yeah.
And my nail is so thin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, alright, I'm good on nails again.
Yeah.
I'm good. I hadn't got them done in, like, 8 months for this specific... Actually, the last time I got them done, it was even worse.
Yeah.
But now I was like, alright, I'm good.
Next time, just probably for book crowns and crowns.
Yeah. I was like, maybe next time I'll do my little press-ons. They've never done this to me.
Yeah.
Never.
One
time.
I'll never pull my nail off.
For my shop, I'm also I'll be emailing Sarah J. Moss tonight because I'm going to try to get licensed to sell her stuff too. I have like 15 designs that I've done so far. So if she says no, I'm going to cry. I'll still make them for myself.
I'm texting her so many times too, like, Jen, can you make me like a poppy shirt?
I know.
Make me a Hades
I still
shirt?
make her a poppy shirt.
I love it. I love it so much. She's doing good. Buy her shit.
I'm getting there.
Book with me.
book with her.
Support us.
Get naked and put paint on yourself with her, and then
it's so much
buy
fun.
my shit.
I know. I want to do like another more fuller one with you. Besides it, because this time
I really want to do the paint scene.
Yeah,
like the
sure.
chapter
all
55.
around. Yeah, just handprints all over.
Yeah,
that one's so easy too because we can just take a plethora of colors and just fucking go nuts.
Just do whatever.
Let's pretend we're making out, Jen, and just paint all over.
Just be like, oh, but not actually.
All right. So what we do today?
We went to Walmart. Just kidding. We went to Book Barn. We did go to Walmart too, but we went to Book Barn.
Yeah, I didn't get anything at Walmart. Almost did. Oh, yeah.
I almost left without the main thing that I went there for, which was the bookshelf.
Yeah, I was like, Jen, you got a whole cart filled with
bookshelves,
4 t-shirts.
I was like, I guess I should go get them.
You're right. Like, some people are probably judging you right now.
I know.
Pushing that cart.
I'll take it.
With 4 t-shirts.
Because I never know. Am I going to go in and spend $400 at Walmart? Am I going to go in and leave with nothing because I talk myself out of everything?
Yeah, you're like,
so I take a little buggy just in case.
How much am I going to spend today?
I'm going to spend it on something,
but we'll see how much self-control I have.
Alright, what'd you get?
So I got, once again, we have a very different set of books between the two of us.
You don't know. Maybe
I found them for her too.
Yeah, we were in the erotica section, and I was on the right side, and Charlotte was on the left, and she was like, Sophie Lark, and I was like, give it to me! Give it to me now!
But I found, so it was like one of those days where nothing was clicking with me, nothing was really like, oh my god, like I have to pick it up right away, but this one book was out on one of the displays, and like, frankly,
it has a cute cover.
It could have been one of those days where I did not.
This.
I know, right? I love looking at the insides of the sleeve, but it's one of those days where I'm like, I know I don't have to get something today.
I could have not got it,
but I need it for the episode.
Exactly.
But I'm not upset by the buy. So it's called The Queen of Blood, which I'm really surprised how many books I have with just the word Queen on it. I'm just realizing that. But it is by Sarah Beth Durst. It's book 1. We have book 1.
We finally did it. We got a book 1.
It's a 3-book series, and it sounds like your typical, like, this girl is just like destined for something greater. There's a dude with an ego boost. So
love those.
But I'm not upset by it. I was like, you know what? It's $5. Sounds like a good story. It had great reviews. Fuck it. I almost fucked it up.
Don't do
Close
that.
it. So what'd you get?
So I got The Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark. A lot of her books are like mafia romance. And I'm not positive which, this one's obviously enemies to lovers or mafia romance. But yeah, I'm not positive exactly what reading order it is because there's like fucking 12 to 15 books or something in it.
Always.
But I'm very excited to read it because I'm 90% sure I haven't read that.
Just busting out the smut.
I know.
It's gotta be like a 15-book series.
I know, always. But it's like one of those series where you don't have to read.
Yeah.
The others, it's just like side characters and like someone that's mentioned one time in the book, and then you learn him and then all of his people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a whole other series, but combining. And then I'm very excited about this one. I got The Spy by Sophie Lark. It's the 4th book in her Kingmaker series. And it's where there's like, it follows this like group of like 18, 19-year-olds, whatever. They go the Kingmaker, where it's like a school for only like rich mafia kids, basically. And they learn, instead of like it's like a college. So instead of like learning about
there's a
regular
business, to be good in the mafia.
There's literally like they go and they learn about like how to be an assassin. They learn there's like the assassins, the spies.
I majored in drug trade.
And it's so they can learn about how to run the mafia world.
I got my masters in guns.
Hey, you know what? I would do it. It'd be way more. I'd probably honestly do better at that than real school.
Teach me.
I mean, is this hands-on? Done. But it's the 4th book in the series. I read the other 3. And I am... Oh, wait, is that the... See? It's a family tree. It tells you so you can follow. So there's like, this one will be about... This will be like a book about them. This will be a book about them. This will be a book about them. So it like kind of goes off of that.
That's a big family.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Yeah. But, so, I am excited to read this one. Nice. It's going to be a fun time.
Yep.
I know it.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention the other day too that I was at Goodwill the other day Goodwill is like a hit or miss. You either just fucking score and you're like, sweet, I don't care if it looks like shit, it's $2.
Yeah.
Or there's just nothing. It's really just all about timing. But one of the things I got was Shadow of the Gods by GWYNNE.
Yeah.
Which you
I
just
did
got
I get Shadow of the Gods?
for brand new at Barnes & Noble.
Was it Shadow of the Gods?
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Yeah, it was the first one.
All right. I couldn't remember if it was called Shadow of the Gods.
Yeah, I was like, that's hilarious. I got it for $2.
Hilarious for her. I'm pissed.
She's like, yeah, I paid like $17.
I think it was like $20.
Yeah, and then
it's thick.
And then I found a copy of Ninth House there.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't need it, but it's $2, and I'm spiteful, so
she's like, I'm taking it,
and so it's mine. And so I did the same thing at Book Barn on Sunday. I also didn't need this, but I found a copy of House of Sky and Breath.
which I was like, I don't understand. It just came out.
Yeah.
Why are you giving it up?
Somebody just
I love it.
didn't like it.
Or honestly, you know what it probably was? Some mom got it for their kid, thinking it was going to be like some cute YA book.
Nah.
And it was not. It was not. And all I had to do was third chapter. Boop. They'd be like, oh!
Ruined them.
It's probably the little child was ruined.
Probably.
Did you find it in the YA section too?
Of course I did. Where else would I find it?
You know, maybe the erotica section. They'll learn someday.
Yeah.
I keep saying, like, we need to go work there so we can actually, like, put the books where they're supposed to go.
Or just put the
and
books
then
that we
put
want
them in.
aside
Yeah,
first.
and then put the books we want in our purse.
It's mine now. Yeah.
Take them home.
So, once again, I was just doing the same thing. I'm like, I just want to pick it up because I'm a huge bitch and I already
She's
have a
selfish.
copy.
And this is why we can never find them.
But, well, first, I was like, alright, is it a different edition? I haven't even read the book yet. I know I'm gonna like it.
She's gonna, like,
I
ruin
love
it for
Crescent
herself.
City 1, but it wasn't. It was just a copy that I already had, probably from Amazon.
Probably.
So, I was like, okay, I'll just give the copy to my friend Rachel. I'm giving her my paperback of Crescent City 1 anyway, so
like,
I might as well give her the second one. So I texted her, I was like, Rachel, I got you something. Book Barn.
Book Barn's the best barn.
Yeah, not a bad haul.
No.
So, I'm not upset. But I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna, if I find something that I already have, I'm either gonna, if it's in good condition and it looks like it's brand new, we could save it for a giveaway.
Yeah.
Or I'll just hand it off.
Give it to your reader friends.
I'm like, I can be nice enough to spend a few bucks on one of my friends if they want to. Like, I'm like, this is something that they'll probably like.
Fine.
Yeah, so I'll give 9,000 to Rachel too.
That's by Jess. We had her on the show like a few episodes back.
Yeah.
She's done with Zodiac Academy. Finished it. Well, the 8th book's come out in December, so she started it like beginning of March and read all 7 books by like a month ago. I was like, are you serious?
Are you okay?
And she's like a travel nurse, so she works all the time. And I was like, when did you find time to do any of this?
Wasn't she listening to the audiobook?
The first like 4, I think she listened to the audiobook. So she listens to like while she's at the gym and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
But I was just like, I wish I could do audiobooks. I can't though. I zone out and I miss everything.
I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. As the other day I saw TikTok where a girl was like, while I clean, I listen to audiobooks. And I was like, that's such a good idea. Maybe I could do that. But then I was like, no, I would get bored. Like I would zone out and not listen to what was actually happening.
Especially
and I just think like
a detailed book.
She had headphones on.
Yeah.
And that terrifies me because I watch way too many Criminal Minds and I know someone's gonna come in the house and murder me while my headphones are on.
And we're back to that.
And we're back to being murdered.
We're back to the dark train.
It happens.
It's alright, I was worried about you for a second there.
Right? I know. I've been better.
Okay.
Been okay.
So, what are you gonna do your dramatic reading on, Jen?
So, we also were talking about, like, we were gonna talk about the books that we've read this week.
Yeah, we want to keep updating you on, I feel like it keeps us in check.
Yeah, it's like books that we've actually read, not just,
She's like,
books that we've got.
The books we read this week. I'm like, Jen, it takes me at least 2 now to finish 1.
Okay.
But how much smut did you read this week?
Not a ton. I read some.
Just enough.
So, right now I'm currently reading, I started Of Truth and Traitors by Ember Palmer yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we're gonna get into. Fucking June releases, guys.
Yes.
We got a lot of shit coming out.
Got a lot of
already
things.
out.
But I started hers. I'm like 11 or 12% in, and it's good. I literally stayed up until like 1 a.m. because I started reading it earlier, and then I got really hungry and came inside and cooked, and then I was like, look, no, I'm gonna wait and read tonight.
Yeah.
So, because if I start reading during the day, I'm gonna get nothing done.
Yeah.
So I made lunch, and then I went and designed some, and like cleaned a little bit, whatever, did all my stuff, and then I started reading at like 11 o'clock at night. So I started reading that. I downloaded Promises and Pomegranates. I've heard it so much. It's a mafia romance.
Hades and Persephone retelling.
Yeah, so I said it was like loosely based for Hades and Persephone.
Which is what intrigued me at the first place about that. I personally, not my favorite. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I want to so desperately go back and read it again. However,
it takes a lot for me to feel that way about a book, right? That I want to immediately read it again.
I am intrigued. I'm still intrigued by her other ones that she's got like 5.
There's more, Well, so that was why I ended up downloading it, because I saw a TikTok about someone talking about a scene from, I think, the 3rd book.
Yeah, it's like,
and I was like, ooh! Right? So I went and like looked at it, and it was like 3rd book, and I was like, back.
Who's the author again?
The author of it is, let me click on it. Oh my god, just pull up. Sav R. Miller. I know I've read some of her books too, and they're always really good.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've read Promises of Pomegranates when I was still reading on my iPad.
I also downloaded Always Meant to Be by, I'm gonna butcher her name, Siobhan Davis. It's like an age gap romance where the woman is older and then the guy's younger.
Little cougar.
But I haven't read a whole lot about it. She sent me that book like a few weeks ago, a month ago, and I just haven't had time to read it yet. But the book that I just finished reading, like yesterday morning, or the day before, was, for you dark readers out there, Ravaged by Monsters by Katie May and Ann Denton.
You know, to anybody else, somebody would be very, like, confused. To me, this is just so normal.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, alright.
To be fair, this is one of my... I think I've only read like a handful of actual monster romances, because it is like
the cover, though,
it's like Her Soul to Take. That's technically a monster romance because they're demons.
You're not,
and they have like forked tongues and claws and stuff like that.
I don't even classify monsters into anything, because monsters could be a whole plethora of things.
Yeah,
because demons, it's demons. Like
demons to me, they mainly have like more of a human appearance. In the books that we read, they just have like forked tongues or claws or
like they have these
here and there.
Powers, but something's just, I don't know, something about them is just different, where it's not like, you don't classify it as like witchy powers.
Yeah.
So like, it's all different. It's I don't know, everyone's got their...
Even with this one, it's like, for the most part, like, so it's basically about this girl, and there's 4 monsters, or the 4 terrors of the world, and because they're level 10 on the power scale, which is the highest that you can get. Yeah. And the way you get there is by killing more monsters. But there's all these laws, so people just don't go around killing, like, smaller monsters to level up. Yeah. So, she ends up being abducted. Like, there's a few humans that are left, and she ends up being abducted, and ends up, they end up buying her. So, because she's a slave, basically. Like, but they protect humans in a certain sense. Like, they have them as, like, servers and stuff, like, service people, maids, whatever, cooks. But, for the most part, they have regular-ish bodies, I guess. Like, one, he's like a werewolf, pretty much, so he hulks out into a werewolf. And then another one, he's the creeper. So he's like, think about the boogeyman coming out of your closet.
Wait,
like, that's
reverse harem?
Yeah. Yeah.
Left that part.
Oh, yeah, it's reverse harem. So, like, he has, like, horns, but he has, like, the face of a man and, like, the body of a man and long hair. Then there's the, what the fuck is his name? The Grotesque. He wears a mask, and his body is made out of, like rock, basically. Like, he's hard.
The Thing!
Yeah. And then the last one is called the Empty Man, and he's a ghost.
Fill me.
He fucks her with a wine bottle at one point.
You know what? You don't even have to do your dramatic reading. I think we got the whole point right there.
I was very excited because that's pretty much what it says.
That's what it's about.
It's pretty much, I did it. Look at me.
Monster smut.
Monster smut, you know?
You know what's funny though? Anytime you just describe one of these, it sounds good.
It's good!
But
they never show you the cover of it, so I was like, no!
Yeah, once again, the people, no.
Well, I don't own the book.
Yeah, that's...
I would never... if you had a discreet cover, I would own it.
If you did.
I would hide it. I'm going to have to get, like, a lock safe.
Just don't
that
tell
I put
me.
the really bad books in.
That's where I'd really start to get concerned. It's one thing when it comes to, like, this mafia
It's a
shit.
Kindle. Oh, yeah, the mafia.
But then the monster stuff, we might have to start bringing you to therapy.
You know what? It is my therapy.
We're just going to Book Barn. Jen's like, why does Book Barn look like a doctor's office?
I'm like, this looks really weird. You're like, no, they redesigned the whole building. I promise.
Mine's nothing like that.
Sounds lame.
Usual. I can make it interesting. Let's find out, shall we? The Queen of the Blood by Sarah Beth Durst.
Sarah Bloodthirst?
Beth Durst.
Oh.
Bloodthirst.
I was like, sounds cool. That's a cool ass name. Sarah Bloodthirst.
Everything has a spirit. The willow trees with leaves that kiss the pond, the stream that feeds the river, the wind that exhales fresh snow. But the spirits that reside within this land want to rid of all humans. One woman stands between them.
Sounds like the empty man there.
Malevolent spirits and the end of humankind. The Queen.
La Queen.
La Queen.
La Queen.
La Queen.
La Queen.
She alone has the magical power to prevent the spirits from destroying every man, woman, and child. But queens are still only human, no matter how strong or good they are. The threat of danger always looms.
The threat.
Because the queen's position is so precarious.
Precarious?
Precarious? I don't know. How do I say precarious? I don't know.
I mean, I'll say sure.
Precarious? I don't know. Young women are specially chosen
picking up words in this book,
to train as her heirs. Dalina, a seemingly quiet academy student, is known under no illusion as her claim to the throne, but simply wants to right the wrongs that have befallen the land. Meanwhile, the disgraced champion, Ven,
You sound sexual.
has spent his exile secretly fighting against the growing number of spirit attacks. When Dalina and Ven join forces, these daring partners embark on a treacherous quest to find the source of spirits relentless. A journey that will test their courage and trust, and force them to stand against enemies and friends to save their land before it's bathed in blood.
Bum bum bum.
Dum, dum.
Bloodthirst.
I always do enjoy reading these and being more intrigued by the day.
It's true.
But then you're also like, I don't know when I'm gonna fucking read it, but...
Alright, I'm gonna do my dramatic.
I know, I still kind of want to hear yours,
I was
though.
like,
We know what it's about, but...
Okay.
we need the commentary.
Monsters own the world.
Monster smut.
And now, they own me.
Oh my body.
Oh, that's fun. There are two roles for a human. Either you're a monster's pet or you're dead. When I'm ripped from my family and the resistance at the age of 18, I think my life is over.
Only 18?
What? I thought she was much older than this.
That poor woman.
1 second, I'm fighting against the monsters who enslaved us for years, and the next, I'm on a stage waiting to be bid on by the very beasts I hunted and killed. Everything changes when I'm bought by 4 of the most terrifying monsters in all of existence and the kings of our world. The 4 terrors. Where did I lose it? Okay, the 4 terrors. The empty man, who has no body of his own. As such, he possesses everything and everyone within his sights. He's the light that flickers, the doll that speaks. Whoa, it's creepy. The sink that bubbles over. The grotesque. Someone I've never seen with my own 2 eyes before. Rumor has it, if you set sight upon his face, you'll die a horrible and painful death. It's like Medusa. But he whispers to me, his seductive voice promising of all the sinful things he plans to do.
You want to jump on
And to me, if I open myself up, the devourer who needs to feast on human flesh to survive.
Open my legs.
Feast on his pussy. He has claws for hands, horns erupting from his head, and bright red eyes that lure me in. And finally the creeper, who travels through portals and closets, the definition of the monster in the closet. Sometimes I'll sit in my room, a silent shadow watching me. It's like Edward Cullen.
Hey, baby, what them horns do.
Give me them horns. Watching me. I'm nothing but a pet to these dangerous, malicious beasts, but maybe I want to be ravaged by the monsters.
The clutch at the
This is a reverse harem romance with protective, possessive, psychotic monsters, and the female they all love.
You don't say!
If you like your men a little deranged and 100% monstrous, your female a badass and panty-melting heat, then this is the book for you. The things these monsters can do with their tongues and claws and horns and tails.
I love how she was like, you want your men to be like monsters? Let's just fucking have horns and claws.
They monsters.
Emptiness.
That's what I said. It's like her soul to take.
I take back what I said earlier about that being intriguing. That just made it... I liked it. I know you did.
It was fun.
Once again, you're back on your weird reverse harem kick.
I'm not on the reverse. I read one in like 2 months, and you're like, you're on your reverse harem kick.
That's enough for me, yeah.
You're obsessed. You're like, I read 8 other books that are absolutely regular. You're like, nope, reverse harem.
Nope.
Go to sit down in the corner.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble. You're no longer allowed to read.
Shame. Shame. What's that? Game of Thrones?
Look, no, I was thinking Lion King 2. Ow. It was like, for shame. For shame.
Alright.
I don't know. It was about the sexy lion. What was his name?
Tristan? You talking about Scar?
Tristan!
Are you talking about Scar?
No, I was talking actual Lion King.
Oh.
The dark-haired one.
Scar?
No. Lion King 2.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Kovu!
No.
Motherfucking Kovu! That's the Morley Gray love interest, you know, right there.
I love how never mind. How did your thought of, like, we went from, like, reverse hair?
Because we were talking about, you said shame, and then it made me think of that song. For shame.
For shame. Oh, the shame.
The shame.
Alright.
Back on track.
What's coming out this month, or what, actually, I think pretty much all these, well, some of them are coming out probably next week, or by the time this episode's out, it'll be out.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Or it just came out.
The Beast by Jenica Snow will actually be releasing on the day we release this episode.
And
June 13th.
You mentioned earlier, Of Truth and Traitor.
It's Beauty and the Beast retelling. Hey.
Hey. I watched that movie the other day.
But I don't think he turns back into a human.
I watched the cartoon version, though. Sometimes I go between the Emma Watson one and the cartoon.
They're both so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm just like, oh, how far we've come.
Yep.
Where's Ruin of Roses?
I know. Speaking of, I really want to start Throne of Roses.
Yeah. The Queen of Ruin came out. I'm not exactly sure when, but not that long ago.
Yeah.
Fairly new. Another add to the list. We talked about it last week, but
give it to me.
As you mentioned earlier, so arcs of Truth and Traitors went out, so.
Yes.
It's in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
The official release of Truth and Traitors will be out by Amber Palmer.
Yay!
We're so happy for her.
I know.
She's just teasing us more every day.
And already it's like...
How could she do this? Woo! She's really good at it. And then one that I'm excited about, The Fallen Witch by Emma Noyce, just came out last week.
Yes.
It is waiting for me at my mother's, and I want it. Oh, and War of Two Queens finally came in.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, not July anymore.
Yay!
Yay! Finally waited so long for the hardcovers to be shipped, and I'm like, yay! We're Two Queens, finally! And then delivery date July 15th. I was like, are you
like,
fucking kidding me?
So pissed. And then it updated it.
Yeah, and then it finally came. I never trust the Amazon days. Alright, what else we got?
I don't know any of these.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna finish. Well, you know this one.
I know that one.
Okay, do that one.
And yeah, okay, I know that one. But I don't know that one, or that one.
Alright. Well, next one is, this one I'm pretty sure just came out too. Blade Breaker by
Toya
Aviad. The author of Red Queen and Realm Breaker. We both own it. We both have not read it.
Correct on both.
And of course we're both like, of course there's a sequel coming out.
Why wouldn't there be?
Why wouldn't there be? But it looks sweet. Not gonna lie, I like
it
the
does.
cover.
I like the covers of them.
And another one that's been on my TBR for a hot minute. Was For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. But For the Throne just came out, which I know this has been, I've I've seen this before that there was a sequel coming out, but it's kind of been like off my radar as far as like TikTok and stuff. But now that the sequel just came out, now it's everywhere. So I'm like, all right, add to the list.
I'm very excited for Glow by Raymond Kennedy because I really want to start that series so
me too.
bad.
That's been
I've heard so many good things. Yeah. Like amazing things by everyone. Yeah. Honestly, don't know if I've seen a bad review about it yet.
Amber Palmer or Amber Nicole shares it a lot.
Yeah, she loves
she just got I think she just got an arc of it and that's how I thought of it.
Probably.
Yeah. And then one that I'm intrigued by, The Blood Traitor by Lynette Noni.
Lynette, that's my middle name.
Lynette. Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's spelled like that too.
Day. Cute.
Jennifer Lynette.
But she is the author of, so this is the third book of a series. I have to pull it up because I forgot what it was called. I'm pretty sure it's called A Prisoner Cage. Just edit this one.
I'm like, that's okay, we'll just edit it out. Yeah. Oh, is my fucking flashlight's on? Why? Oh my god, my phone's wet. Oh, shame.
Every time I think I saved something, I don't. The Prison Healer. So she's the author of the Prison Healer series. And the second book is The Gilded Cage, which I have found at Book Barn one day, and I was like, I've definitely seen this before. So once again, I'm going to be very patient with myself and wait for the first book to show as usual. But now the third book's coming out in a little bit. June 14th it'll be out. But the second book already sounded really good, so I'm intrigued.
I know. There's some good books on this list.
Let's go. Yes. But as of right now, I've got 80-ish pages left in Book of Asriel.
Woo! It's so good. I cannot wait for the second book to come out.
I know. Fucking 2023.
I know.
It's gonna be
give it to me, please.
I'll definitely reread it, though. That's for sure.
Well, then I keep telling myself, I'm like, look, there's so many, because originally it was 2024 that she had posted it was going to come out.
Yeah.
And then they made an update saying, like, it'll probably be early 2023.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can wait a year because there's so many books
in between
that I have that I need to read. Yeah. Or that are being released.
Yep.
So I was like, you know what, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need, girl.
I know. At first, I was ready to dive into a book with more detail in it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to finish this so we could do either, like, book club or authors episode for Book of Asriel, because you had just read it too. I know, I promised you Crescent City, but one day. Next week. I'm gonna need a break read. So not a lot of detail in this one, but
I was like, it's not that big of a book.
I just know.
I mean, it's a big book, but I'm like, it's not 900 pages, Charlotte.
There's 80 pages left, and I'm waiting for something to happen. So I have to prepare myself.
Yeah.
But I was struggling a little bit on, like, the first 100 pages. I did end up already enjoying Diana's character because of her dialogue and her wittiness, and how Amber said too, how she just has a mix of, like, Damon and Catherine vibes.
Yeah.
She's got the ruthlessness of Catherine, but the sarcasticness of Damon.
Yeah. And that, like, everyone thinks she's a bad guy outside, but those, like, closest to her knows that she's, like, a good person.
Yeah. And
just with bad guy tendencies.
Basically, yeah. And I didn't mind Liam at first, because I know he's, like, going through some shit, but at the same time, too, I was like, this man, she better give him something at some point, otherwise this might be a struggle for me. But she redeemed him. She redeemed him really fast, because once you start to get to a certain point where you're just about, like, almost halfway through, or just about halfway through, because you get a lot of Diana POV.
Yeah.
But once you start to get to his POV, you start to get certain points of what he's thinking, and you're like, alright, he's not so much of, like, a dickhead as you think.
I know, because you especially start thinking, like, wow. But then you have to think about, like, his background.
Yeah.
Like, he literally is, like, the world ender.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say murderers, but
yeah.
He's killed thousands and thousands of people, and then he's locked himself away for hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
So, like, him coming back, all he knows is his brother, not his actual brother, but, like, basically his brother was murdered.
Yeah.
And he wants to know, like, what the fuck's going on. And then this bitch comes in and fucks his world up. So, that's why, like, I loved Liam from the beginning, because I was just like, I've seen so many of her posts about Liam.
Yeah.
That I was like, I know he's gonna be amazing.
I know.
And he's just going through a lot now.
Especially now, I fucking love him. And I know, but once the second book comes out, it's just gonna be even better already. Just the way
I cannot wait.
She developed him.
I ordered it in her special edition where she like signs them and it has like the stenciled edges.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for it to come in. She just posted, I think yesterday, saying that she received some more of them and was signing all day, and I was like,
yeah. I can't wait to finish it because it's been so long. I mean, Sunken City I got sucked into, but it was like an easier read for me. But this one is just like, alright, we're on more of the adult level, and once again I'm sucked in because after I got through those first 100 pages, I was fucking flying through. I was like, Jen, I finally got through, like, I'm like halfway through now. Jen, I'm almost done. But I've purposely been like, I've been putting off shit. It's like fucking up my routine throughout the day because we're trying so hard to be good about getting things done to either feel better about ourselves or just like stuff that we have to get done.
Things we were trying to do for our businesses and stuff.
Getting done, things around the house.
Like yesterday when I started reading at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, put it down because I will completely fuck up my whole day and I will not move from right here until tonight. So I was like, nope. I'm definitely a night reader, but not a late night reader. Like, I used to start reading from, like, 8 p.m. Until, like, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. I can't do that anymore. I mean, once in a while, if it's, like, a book that I'm obsessed with and I happen to be at a part in the book where it's just so good I can't put it down, I'll still do that, but for the most part, I make myself stop. I mean, I might even love the book. Yeah. But I will make myself stop reading at 1 a.m. Right. I will try so hard not to go past 1 a.m.
Or you're, like, almost done, and you're like,
I can finish
that much longer.
2 hours later.
Because I used to be a morning reader, but ever since I started doing my course, it just completely fucked. Like, think about how much I was flying through before I started my course at the beginning of the year. And so I was just prioritizing that, and so I would just kind of squeeze it in, or just kind of take a day where I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna read, I don't care what time of the day it is.
And I mean, I'll still have those days where I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, I have my book. And I'll read it for a little while, and then I'll take a break and like go make breakfast or something, and then while I'm eating breakfast, I'll be like reading it. Yeah. And then I'll put it down.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing if it's like a book you're okay with like pacing yourself with, but then once it starts getting good, you're like, plans, I don't know what those are.
What are plans? My friends are like, Jen, are you coming out tonight? I'm like,
no.
I'm so busy. I don't know.
So swamped right now in this world.
I got so much going on.
Yeah, because my routine used to be I wake up, I like make my morning coffee because I don't get hungry right away. I don't want to make breakfast right away, so I just sit there and I read and I chill, I relax. Like that's my time. So I started doing that for a little bit, but I know I feel better right now waking up and doing that routine, but just getting right on the computer and working, because then it feels more like a reward when I take a break and I need to, I say like decompress, even though I'm going to be like diving in and fucking up my head more with like, what am I reading about? But I feel better about myself just getting the things that I need to get out of the way, because there's also nothing worse than if you feel like you're prioritizing this book. Yeah. But then in the back of your head, you're like, I have so much to do. Yeah. But
or like times whenever you're reading it, but you can't fully immerse yourself because in the back of your mind, you know you should be doing so many other things. Yep. There's been 100 times where I'm like reading it and I'll make it through like 3 pages. Yeah. Won't know at all what's going on. Yeah. Have to go back, start reading it again. Yep. If I do that twice, I put the book down. Yeah. And I'm like, obviously, my mind is not in it. Yeah. No matter how much I love the book, I need to go do other stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's like eating at the back of your brain. Yeah. So now I'm like a random afternoon to nighttime reader too. And I sometimes, like, nighttime reading, like, I did that a lot before I started working in Norwich. But because I've been up so late, and I work till about like fucking 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes, and I'm not just gonna come home and like open my book because I tried doing it and
Yeah.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
I'm ready to go to bed. Thank
It's
you.
time to go to bed. I like eat and just fucking pass out. So that's why I started reading more in the morning. And now it's just there's no routine. I don't have a routine. It's just whenever I can squeeze it in.
Yeah.
So because then
I mean, same, I guess. Like, while I'm, sometimes, like, if I'm doing, like, a vinyl on the Cricut, while it's doing it, I'll be over reading my book or something, so, or if I want to lay out in the sun during the day, like, I'll lay and read my book a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but mainly on nighttime.
Yeah. It is funny, too, how we kind of plan out. It's like, it's a part of your schedule, too.
Yeah.
How you plan it out, even, like, if it's a thick girl and you want to, like, spread it throughout your week. So I purposely, like, am putting off these last 80 pages because I know I can fly through it in a night.
Yeah.
80 pages is fucking nothing at this rate. I know I can read it tonight, but at this, I have to work tonight, but I know I can read it tomorrow, so I purposely put it off till tomorrow because my bookshelf isn't at the house yet.
Yeah.
I'm
And she's not a Kindle reader.
And I'm not a Kindle, and I can't find it, actually. I don't know where the fuck it is.
I got the Kindle up on my phone.
No, I'm not reading from your phone's bigger than
that's
mine.
True.
Yours
I'm
is
like,
bigger.
Bitch, I got my Kindle out all the time with me.
I have no fucking clue where my iPad is at all. But I missed my bookshelf, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna be there on Friday. I'm just gonna put it off until then so I can just grab the new book. I'll grab.
That makes sense.
So the plan is to grab Game of Fate and House of Sky and Breath.
Yes.
Finally.
Like, I need you to do it, please.
I can't wait till it moves over. It's gonna be. Now that it'll be like in front of my face soon again. Like it's.
I'm gonna send her a Crescent City to meme every single day.
Yeah, like
just a picture of it.
It's gonna take a while,
Please.
but now that it'll soon be in front of me again, it's just gonna stress me out more. So I'm like, I gotta read you. I gotta read you. But also too, just like I thought my book buying would subdue a little bit without my shelf being there. It's just gotten
I feel like
worse.
it'd be the opposite.
Yeah,
Because you feel like you don't have any books.
Right, exactly.
So it's like you're starting over.
Yeah.
You're like, I need books in the
Because
house.
then I started going to fucking Goodwill, and they just made it even worse. So I can't fucking wait to finish it though. I'm like, that's towards the end. That's where I'm just like, fuck plans. I gotta finish this bitch.
I know. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna read. Like, I have Riley's doctor's appointment at 2:45 today, and then when I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna go home and lay out and read A Truth or Traitors.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Oh, I want to read it so bad.
I know.
So many plans. It's so good. I did start writing my TBR list again.
Yeah.
With
I
just
need
the
to
books
do
that I
but-
have at the house.
I know, I'll never do it though. It'll sit on my shelf. I mean, it'd be cute. It'd be cute for my bookshelf.
I know. Well,
And
now
then when I get new books, I'll just write those down.
Yeah.
The other thing that will suck is I've definitely read books that are my TBR physical on my Kindle, so that I'd have to like dig through and jack those back out.
I know. Now that, because the plan after I finish House of Sky and Breath, I want to dive into, I'll have another break read. That's where I, just pick something like one of the smuttier ones or just one of the shorter books, and I'm, hoping it's a standalone that I grab and I, do my research, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't do that anymore. But then I want to dive into a complete series.
Yeah.
So, Darn a Glass is there.
So the Academy.
I don't have that.
I know you should.
No.
You should get it.
I'm not gonna buy it yet. I'm waiting for the 8th one to come out so I can just buy it in bulk. Because that's what I did when I got Akatar finally.
Yeah.
And so I could have Silver Flames.
Oh, I think I only need the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah.
Or the 6th and 7th. I don't remember having the 5th. Part of me thinks I have the 5th.
Yeah,
so
you
I need
started
the 6th
buying
and the 7th.
it, and then you just...
Yeah. Well, I was like, I'm gonna wait, because I had so many other books, and I still refuse to read the 7th book, even though it's a struggle every single day.
I know.
Not to read it.
I know.
So I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to read it. Watch, I'll end up starting it tonight.
Right.
Fuck it.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what's coming out later so I can hold off. So that's what's like, alright, what's complete now that I feel like I can fly through? I also have, the Magician series I have that one of my coworkers gave me. They're pretty short books. So I'm like, I could easily fly through that. I'm like, because pretty much everything that I like, a lot of the stuff that takes up a good chunk of my shelf are complete series, so it takes up a good chunk off of the shelf that completes my TBR. So
yeah, I can't relate. I
We'll
have
see.
so many like half series on my shelves right now.
I know. That's the other thing too. It's like it's nowhere near done.
Yeah, well, because that's the problem also with me being a Kindle reader is I'll get like 1 or 2 of the books in the series, but I'll read them on my Kindle. So I'll read the 3rd book on my Kindle, and either if I didn't like it, I'm not going to buy it.
Right.
But I might already have it in the physical copy.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, oh, that's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
That's why I think sometime in the next couple weeks I'm going to go through my shelf and get rid of some that I know I'm never going to read.
Yeah.
Some of like my older books that I've had since I was like 20.
Yeah.
That in no way interest me anymore, or they just look like shit. And then I'm going to move them on my little stupid bookshelf downstairs.
Yeah. It's amazing the
Out of
thought
the way.
we put into this.
I know. I'm like, because I want my bookshelf to make me fully happy.
Yeah.
Like, wherever I look at on my bookshelf,
It's what gives
I
us
want
joy.
to be like, I love all those books.
It's part of our
and
routine.
right now I have 2.5 shelves that I love all of the books on them.
Yeah.
Like, by shelves, like bookcases.
Yeah.
2.5 bookcases that I love them. But then, like, one is just a bunch of random stuff. Like, I love a lot of the books in it.
Yeah.
But not all of them in each row.
All the random.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to start taking out ones that are either, like, super YA that I know I'm never going to read.
Yeah.
Or just books that I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
Or old books.
Yeah, when it comes to redecorating, it's now, especially now that we're completing more series too, it changes the whole game. Like the like I said, the thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
It's more than a hobby. That's why we're like
Lifestyle,
That's why
bitch.
we're like routines are important. Like you gotta plan out your days and like, all right, I'll get all the important shit out of the way in the morning. That's because I'm trying to wake up earlier too, but it's hard when you work so late.
I know. Well, that's today. I have, we were going to record today.
Yeah.
And I have Riley's doctor's appointment. And then I have like a few hours in between. And then I have Riley's band concert tonight.
Yep.
So I'm like, fuck. And then I work the next 3 days.
Yeah. Like,
So
what
I'm
can
like,
I do?
I'm like, okay, let me figure out what I can do at the house in that break between her doctor's appointment and the band concert. Because the band concert, I think, is only for like an hour.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be on like 2 hours total.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we're gonna get shit done around the house, record the episode, be productive.
Yeah.
And then later read tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of I'm like,
Watch, I'm gonna come home from her doctor's appointment and sit my ass out on the chair and just lay and read.
Sometimes
But sometimes you need it.
Yeah, sometimes I would be awake enough at certain nights when I'm probably home at like 12:30 at the earliest.
Yeah.
So I can't sleep yet, and fucking Kevin's knocked out next to me. That man can sleep through fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like, I can make all the noise and he won't fucking move an inch. So I'll just sit up
to the
and
world.
read, and I'll put my little reading light on and just fly through. That's how I finished fucking Wretched. And we're gonna put that on a shirt now.
Yeah.
All of our sayings just plastered everywhere.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm in a McIntyre. Can I use your wretched?
Can I use your merchandise?
Just wretched.
That's all we need.
Just that word.
Scars!
God.
Hooked!
It's not as cool. Wretched.
Hook's got a hook to it. Hooked.
Wretched. I enjoy it. Ugh, I'm getting tired.
So much shit to do, so little time.
So little time.
But
What are you
it's
gonna
all
do?
good. It's all good, but
Ow.
I mean, as usual, guys, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. For some reason, people really enjoy Stay for the Smut because it's our most viewed video for Rich. What are we at right now? I've been checking every day.
She's like, we have 3 views.
I've been lying to you this whole time. But we got like fucking 8 new subscribers off of it.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's awesome, but
Look at us go.
it's up to 255 views,
Look
which
at
is good for
Look at
us. It doesn't sound like much to a lot of people,
But
but
it's a
for
lot
us,
for us.
that's good. That's good.
We're happy with it.
And then we are up to 32 subscribers. Yeah, so we got 9 subscribers off of it.
Woo!
No, we got 8. Yeah, 8 subscribers
Woo!
off of it. I'll take it. Fuck it.
I'm not mad about it.
Thank you all for
Just
your
be our
support.
friend.
We love you guys.
And check out our TikToks, our Instagram.
I am also currently working on a 6-month 20 episode recap for the YouTube too, just to kind of relive some of our favorite moments.
Yeah.
I'm glad I've been doing it too as part of, so that's like part of the stuff I want to get done to keep us motivated for new content for you guys. So I started writing down like if a new idea came up, based off of a old episode that we did. So I came up with like new book tropes we could talk about to do another book trope episode, stuff like that. So that way we can just keep, you know, having a plan for you guys.
Fresh.
Something fresh, something good,
fresh.
something new.
Alright, guys.
And as always, keep reading your smut.
So keep reading your crown.
I'm like, what?
What does that even mean?
She started mimicking me again. She's
I know.
mean.
I'm not a mean person. Only to Charlotte.
Keep drinking your booze.
Keep reading your YA. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Don't lie to
Keep your vibrator batteries full. Keep the battery full. Keep it really or charged. Like mine plugs into the wall.
them.
I ain't got time for batteries.
Wear your crown
It's
proud.
expensive. Let it tilt. Don't let it tilt. Whatever you want.
We don't fucking care.
We don't care. Keep drinking your water. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, queens.
Taking your vitamins.
Stick to your routines. Get your shit
Take your
done.
routines, read your books.
Pay your bills.
Start your business. Whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Everyone else does it. Why can't you?
Live out your dreams. That's what we're doing. We're trying to live out our dreams right now.
We have
we're
goals
trying to work
and
hard.
dreams that we want to
Dreams,
accomplish.
goals. And it's been doing good. I'm proud of us. This is what dreams are made of. Alright, guys, we'll catch you next
We love
week.
you.
Love
Bye.